Hi, this is Ennis from Never Stop Trucking. We are going to be doing some chores today, something dispatcher does every day. So let's start right away. I have to do payroll or driver settlements for my trucking authority today, and then we'll look for some loads and we'll do other things as well. So let's start. All right, here is our ready to dispatch course. It's almost ready, should be ready by the time you're watching this. We're gonna go to a trucking office first and do some driver settlements. We are here in the area, and I'll hide a lot of information that's sensitive, of course, as I always do. But I just want to show you what it looks like usually. So let's start here. Okay, and now you have a list of drivers you can choose from. So I'm gonna choose the first one here, and then I'll select the date. So what we do is we pay for the last week. Now today is 26th of January, so we are going to be paying drivers for the time period from 16th to 23rd of January. So the way that works is whatever they load on the 16th on Monday and deliver, and then whatever else they do during the week, and whatever they pick up and then deliver on next Monday on 23rd, that's what we pay them. All right, so we're going to go 16th to 23rd. It will come up with a list of the loads that were done in that period. Okay, so you check them, you make sure that they all look okay, and you can check all of them on this page for some reason. Oh, right there. And now this here seems like it's a double load, so we're gonna uncheck one of them. So make sure that we have this correct. So he did Granville, Michigan to Lake City, came back to Grand Rapids area from Mentor, Ohio, and then he did Hart, Michigan to Geneva, and then he did Erie to Weberville to come back. Now this one here he picked up on in Grand Rapids, and this is that Monday, the 23rd. So we're going to uncheck that. We're going to pay that next week. So now we have 4 loads. So we're going to go to save here. We have the total amount of loads here. He did some short loads, and let me see. So everything checks out. Now, since I'm charging this guy 10%, so I'm going to deduct that from the gross. And this is a little bit odd. So I think this here is, it probably, yeah, there was a lumper here. So, well, yeah, no, the lumper was, let me see. Yeah, lumper was 88, and the primary fee was 938.81. Yeah, so that's correct. All right. Now we are going to, now the driver paid for that lumper, so we're going to reimburse him that. So before I reimburse the lumper, I'm going to have to figure out the 10% from this. This program is kind of weird. There is a way to set it up to charge that 10% automatically, but it will charge right away from that load, and then we would not see the total pay for this load here. Instead of 2100, the pay would be less 10%, less $210. And it would show that here, but I don't want to do it that way. I want this settlement to show the gross amount of the load, so they know, because they are expecting pay for that load, because they know how much the load paid. But then at the end, I would charge them 10% for the whole amount here. Okay, so the 10% for this $537.28. Oh man, so I'm gonna write that down. 537.28, and that's dispatch fee. Save. So now it took it off. Now the net pay for the driver is $4,835. So we're gonna add that lumper now, add additional pay. So lumper reimbursements here, and then save. So now the driver gets paid $88 on top of this. Okay, so now this went to 4,924. Now we're going to charge the driver for the liability and cargo insurance, which is $250 every week. Now this program does not have that option where you can just save a recurring fee and then you can just apply it. But there will be a program soon, and these two guys are working on it, and then I will soon present it on the channel for you. And that one is much better and more intuitive than this program. But it's not, you can't buy it yet, but it will be available soon. It's still in beta. Okay, now we go to this here, and then it will charge the driver $250. Now this is what the driver is getting. And now the biggest fee is the fuel. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull up the fuel report, transaction reports. So I'm gonna pull the fuel report for that same week, except it will be here Monday morning to Sunday night at midnight. That's how I do it. Okay, and then I will group them by unit numbers, and then I have to choose Sunday. Okay, so it will include everything in those 7 days. So it's a little bit different than the loads. And then there you have other things here like show discount detail and other options. So I'm gonna do that now. So that was truck 201, and he used 1,269.3 copy. I'm gonna go back to that. So I'm gonna charge him. So add deduction. That's the amount, and category is fuel. Okay, save. And now the driver is getting $3,405. Okay, which is not bad in these kind of times. And then if there's something extra, like ELDs, we do that once a month. So let me see. Since yeah, I'm gonna do that next week, because we go first to first. All right. So I'm not gonna charge him for that now. So he's getting $3,405, and that's all set. And this is the way it looks now. It's I'm gonna show that to you in a PDF format. So I'm gonna, okay, yeah. So you have all the deductions here, and then it specifies everything, all the loads, all deductions, all that year to date, and looks pretty cool. Go back. Okay, now company driver. So let's do, let me show you how I do a company driver. Okay, new settlement. It's kind of the same way, but it's just paid by mile. So you choose the driver, and you do the same period. And he did a lot of short loads. Okay, so I check all, and I save it. So that's what the system is showing me, what he is supposed to have. But with him, I have a deal. Since he's been with me for a very long time, I pay him from odometer miles. Okay, so whatever he drives in his truck, he writes down the miles Monday morning, and then next Monday morning he writes down the miles again. He subtracts them from each other, and that's how he gets like a real correct miles that he actually drove, not from this program, not from Google Maps. It's actual miles that he drove. So sometimes when he sends me his actual miles, I have to add some money to his paycheck, because this program shows me less. Sometimes I have to deduct, you know, because he would have different miles. than what the program shows. So that's why I like working with actual miles. So I go back to the messages he sent me. Like every Monday he would send me, or sometimes on a Sunday too. So he had 2026. So I'm gonna, and then he had 3 stops, and I pay each stop $25 extra. So that's extra $75. Okay. So I'm gonna multiply his miles and see what he had. Okay, so he had $1,928.65. So that's what he had. So I'm gonna deduct it from this amount here. It's a little bit time consuming, but he's special and I do it for him. I want to make sure that he gets everything to the cent. Okay, so I have to take off $452.44. And I'm going to do, I have a deduction for that statement number. So miles overage, okay, and then we're going to 452.44, okay, and now he's getting the miles that he sent me to paid. Okay, so these are the correct, and then I'll add these 3 stops. Okay, so I'll add $75. These are additional extra stops, so 3 stops. Okay, save $2,000. So not bad for a company driver. And yeah, that's it. All I have to do now is go into my bank and go to the payroll, because I do have payroll, and put it all into the bank, and then just release that money.